You're absolutely not alone if you're feeling overwhelmed by the world. We're not ignoring issues today, but we're putting on our own oxygen masks first so that we can take action. So let's breathe with the sea, be in our bodies, and get empowered. Starting at the top of our mats in mountain pose with the feet underneath your hips. Sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lift out of the waist. Exhale, take a fold and relax the back of the neck. Inhale into halfway lift, Ardha, flat back position. Exhale, fold and step your right foot, then your left foot back to a plank position. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower the knees and then lower the whole body down to the mat. Inhale, low cobra position, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And on the exhale, release back down to the mat. Inhale, press to your all fours, tabletop, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet hip width, hands shoulder width, ears in between the upper arms and gaze back towards your toes. Tilt the tailbone high to the sky and breathe deeply. Soften the knees, look forward, take a big step with the right foot, left foot to the top of the mat and come to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. On your next in-breath, come all the way back up to stand, reach the arms wide and then overhead, press into the palms, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift out of the waist, grow super tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, your forward fold, head, hands heavy. Inhale, Ardha, bring the weight forward in the feet, engage the abdominal core. Exhale, refold, this time step left foot, right foot, back to your plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the whole body down onto your belly, elbows in, untuck the toes, inhale, cobra pose. Neck in line with the spine, and then exhale, refold. Inhale to press up through your all fours, tabletop, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, staying here 3 to 5 breaths, breathing fully, completely through the nose. If you'd like to, you can take a few bends through the knees, maybe pedaling out the legs. Knit those front ribs in whilst lifting the tailbone high to find a nice stretch to the lower back and the sides of the waist. And then bend the knees, step left foot, right foot up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand, growing super tall, press the palms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, reset. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, your tallest one yet. Exhale, keep all that length as you fold. Soften the knees if you need. Inhale, flat back position, brace the abdominal core. Exhale, fold. You can step or take a little hop back to your plank position. Take an inhale in your plank, lower your knees, exhale, bring yourself all the way down. Again, cobra pose, squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the glutes. This time exhale straight back to your downward facing dog, finding that upside down V shape if you can. Feel free to adjust where your hands and feet have landed. You want to think about really pushing the mat away with your hands, pressing the outer thighs to the outer edges of the mat. Step, hop or jump your way to the top of the mat as you inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Use your whole next in-breath to come all the way up to stand and reach the hands together. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, plank, this time lowering straight down, maybe not with the knee support. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog with the thighs and the hips off the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth, stick the tongue out, roll the eyes back, lion's breath. Maybe another one of those if that felt good, to take a big sigh and a reset. step, hop, jump your way to the top of the mat, coming into that flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just a half salutation now to bring us into standing postures. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Keep hips stacked over heels. Inhale, Ardha, flat back. Exhale, plank and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your back bend of choice, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees and look forward, and a nice big step up the mat with the right foot. Try and land it between the hands or help it there. Open up into Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. Nice wide stance with your right knee tracking over your right toes, splitting the arms apart, reaching fingers in opposite directions and turning your chin to look over your right fingertips. Press into that front heel, engaging the glute, feeling nice and strong and stable. Let's reverse our warrior. Flip the front palm up and reach back. You could let that left arm just relax on the back leg, or you could wrap it around your lower back, maybe even finding the top of the hip crease. Finding a side stretch all the way down that right side body. Come back through your Warrior 2 position, this time side angle, bringing right elbow or right forearm to rest on right thigh. Reaching the left arm alongside your ears, and then spiral your left shoulder back in space to really open up. You can keep your right forearm resting on thigh, or if your body allows, if you've got the space, you can bring the right fingertips down on the inside of the front foot, either to fingertips onto a block or with the palm flat. Finding a beautiful stretch all the way down that left side body from heel to fingertip. Spin on the ball of the back foot to bring both hands back down, and then we're going to twist to a lunge. Left hand on the inside of the front foot, reach the right arm up behind you, stacking the shoulders, reaching into those top fingertips, and if it feels okay in the head and neck, gazing up. Bring both hands back down to frame the front foot, and then step back to your downward facing dog. Or if you need something more restful, bring the knees to the mat, sit the bottom back on the heels for Child's Pose Balasana. Or if you've got the energy, take a vinyasa, a wave through the body, so the inhale brings you forward to plank. Exhale, lower down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. So other side, when you're ready, soften the knees, take a big step forward with your left leg this time. Try and land it between the hands, and then open into your Warrior 2 position. Nice deep bend with the front knee, press into the heel, engage that glute. See if you can lift the inner arch of the back foot, broaden through the collarbones, and we breathe. And we'll reverse our warrior, so turn the front palm up and then reach back behind you, relaxing the back arm or wrapping around your lower back. Nice. Try and keep a nice deep bend in that front knee. It's going to want to lift as we reverse the warrior, aiming for a 90-degree bend with the front knee. Side angle, transition through your Warrior 2, and then forearm comes to front thigh, finding a nice stretch all the way down the side body, spiraling that shoulder back in space, looking underneath the armpit up towards the skies if you can. You can stay as you are, or if you can deepen, feel free. Finding that gorgeous stretch all the way down the side body from heel to fingertip. And then we bring both hands down to the mat. Spin on the ball of the back foot, level out the hips. And we come into our twisted lunge on the other side this time. So reaching the left arm up towards the sky, stacking left shoulder on top of right, rotating from the center of the chest as you draw the belly button in. Stay up high on the ball of the back foot, and then bring both hands down to the mat. Again, your choice. You can take a downward facing dog, you can take a child's pose, or wave through the body. really tuning in with what you need today. And then if you're not already, let's make our way to Balasana, child's pose. Take the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch, sit the bottom back on the heels and reach the palms forward, bringing the forearms and maybe the forehead to rest on the mat. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can bring the knees together, round the body, and then instead of reaching the arms forward, you could take them alongside you with the palms facing up. This is a really nice release for the shoulders if you're at all feeling fatigued in the upper body. Whichever variation feels best for you, let's close down the eyes or at least soften the gaze and tune back in with that nice deep steady breath through the nose, matching inhales to exhales, exhales to inhales, and noticing those little pauses that happen in between the breaths. Really being here, in your body, in your breath. Feel free to pause the video and wait a little longer here. When you're ready, let's come up to all fours, tabletop, and then transition over onto our backs. Come to lie all the way down, but bend the knees and flatten the soles of your feet. Take the feet about hip width and have the heels close to your buttocks so that you can tickle the back of the heels of the hands. Arms alongside the body with the palms down, and then we're going to press into the heels, squeeze the glutes and roll on up through the spine into a glute bridge. Imagine squeezing a football between your thighs here, keeping the knees parallel. Shuffling your shoulder blades underneath your back and pressing into the backs of the arms to lift a little bit higher. And then on your next exhale, we're going to slowly roll down through the spine, really being there for each moment your back meets the mat. Take a breath here, pause, and then when you're ready, roll on back up through the spine for a second glute bridge. Maybe if it feels good, you could interlace the hands underneath the back, lifting a little bit higher this time. Keep squeezing those glutes, pressing into the heels. And then when you've had enough, uninterlace the hands, bring them back out wide, and again, really being there for each moment the back meets the mat as you roll down. Hug the knees in towards the chest and give yourself a little cuddle here and a rock from side to side to massage the lower back against the ground. And then rolling over to one side, use the hands to push your way up. And we're going to close this practice with a short Pranayama, a breathing practice together. So making your way to a comfortable seated position. This could be cross-legged or kneeling or even in a chair. Nadi Shodhana. Bring your peace fingers to rest in between your eyebrows. Rest your ring finger on one nostril and your thumb on the opposite nostril. Release your thumb and take a nice big breath in through your thumb side nostril. At the top of the breath, switch. So close your thumb side nostril, release your ring finger and exhale through your ring finger side. At the bottom of the breath, stay exactly as you are. Inhale through your ring finger side. At the top of the breath, change. Close your ring finger side, release your thumb, and exhale. Stay as you are. Inhale through thumb side. At the top of the breath, change. Exhale. Carry on in time with your own breath, so you always switch the nostril at the top of the breath, but stay as you are for the bottom breath. Breathing through one nostril at a time, we calm the nervous system and clear out mental clutter. Feel free to continue with this as long as you like, or take a moment in stillness with your hands resting on your body. As Audrey Hepburn once said, to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. By taking care of ourselves today, we are planting those seeds. And this is where action meets hope. As individuals, we can't do everything, but we can do something, and we must do it from a place of strength. So keep coming back to this practice whenever you need to refuel, and thank you for being here today.